avoiding all decoys in the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing, hoping you doing the big old same, man. Bro, a little bit up under the weather, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't feeling good at all, man. I'm gonna stop right here, man. I ain't in no rush today, man. What's good with the people, man? Bro, a little bit up under the weather. How y'all doing on this shameful stuff Saturday? You say shameful stuff Saturday? What you talking about, bro? Out here live with no job. I ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys. You know what I'm talking about? In the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing, hoping you doing the big old same, man. Bro, at a stoplight right now. I got my gang parked. You know what I'm talking about? Looking at OG coming down the street with a book bag on his they gonna say, bro, leave people alone. This is what I mean by the disconnected earth. They say, bro, you don't know what he got this down. I don't know, it might be nigga might got his thing in his thing. Don't let me talk about you, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just talking about back in the day, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all might have laughed at us. I remember niggas used to get teased for wearing a pouch, nigga. Y'all gonna have to tease me, man, because when I get old, man, I'm not, nigga, I'm gonna wear a pouch, nigga. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? I'm gonna have on a pouch, nigga. When I get too old for a wallet, I just don't think I'm ever gonna get too old for a wallet, nigga. But if I ever get too old for a wallet, nigga, I'm gonna have on a pouch, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Because it just seemed like when I was growing up, the older people, if they was gonna have something like that, man, they had a pouch. I just ain't never seen so many. I don't see how they got no old person. I can get the youngsters, because I guess this just y'all, whatever the fuck y'all call it, the culture looking ass, nigga. I don't see how they got no old nigga to wear a purse, cause an old nigga, he done seen the time when it was real man. That's what I don't get. That's what I'm talking about, the disconnect, shameful stuff, man. Shameful stuff. It's crazy how they get the whole motherfucking world to shift, nigga. Shameful shit, nigga. Saturday it is, shameful stuff. Yeah, man, it's just a disconnect. Once again, RIP to the man that, I don't know if he froze to death, but the homeless guy, man, that be down there at the spot, man. Rest in peace to that guy. That's fucked up if he froze to death, man. There's hella motherfuckers out here that fight tonight, man. This motherfucker popping. It ain't nothing about, I don't know, 12 o'clock or some shit, nigga. This motherfucker out here popping, nigga. And we're out here live, no jive, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't making no noise, avoiding under the weather. I don't feel good at all, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? I done left my motherfucking Miyoki. It's a good thing, bro. Really got face card at the job, because I have my Miyoki. They gave me big old ass cup, you know what I'm talking about? I filled this motherfucker up with ice. Just so I can keep myself hydrated with some liquids out here while I'm not feeling too good. You know what I'm talking about? They go OG. Now that's the first, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out OG and this Black Love. That's the first black motherfucker I done seen walking down the street holding his bitch hand. You know what I'm talking about? A black couple. That's the first motherfucker I done seen walking down the street holding that black woman's hand. You know what I'm talking about? I want to salute OG. You know what I'm talking about? Because normally you see out here that nigga squeezing that white bitch or that Mexican bitch in real tight, man. He said, blood, leave people alone. I don't feel good at all. God damn, but I ain't gonna even hate on my niggas. I know it's tax time, man. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't mad at you. Do your thing, man. Each his own. Shameful stuff, though. I say, bro, what is we talking about? This the disconnect, nigga. I don't know what's wrong with people. Period, nigga. The earth. You know what I'm talking about? The earth. I just don't know. It's a disconnect. I told you, man. I woke up this morning, man. I went on down there to the little corner store, and there was a motherfucker out there living real life. You know what I'm talking about? And it was another motherfucker, OG. You know what I'm talking about? There was a motherfucker out there homeless, just looking for a little bit of change and shit. You know what I'm talking about, to do his thing. And then OG. Now I'm not saying it's OG fault. OG clean as a motherfucker. Do your thing, OG. It ain't on you to dim your light because motherfuckers out here homeless. I'm not saying that. It was just crazy to disconnect. Now you got a younger motherfucker out there. It was just like the roles had changed. I guess, you know what I'm talking about? You got a younger motherfucker out there that's homeless begging for, not begging, but you know what I mean, asking for change and shit. And then you got a OG just jumping out a brand new thing, Cadillac SUV, talking about motherfucker. I'm telling you, OG out on the cowboy hat, man. I thought OG was finna be talking about the Dallas Cowboys or some shit. That nigga said some shit like, man, what you think 50 Cent gonna do about Big Meech? What? It's just a disconnect, shameful stuff, man. We doomed. I ain't bullshitting with you, we doomed, nigga. We just doomed, bro. Shameful stuff. I don't know how they got people like this, folks. I damn sure don't get how they got all the men playing at one time, bro. I don't get how they got all these motherfuckers just to play that game at one time, bro. I don't. I really don't. But we playing inside that motherfucker, man. Like I said last night, I was getting me a bite to eat, man. The little kids, man, motherfuckers hella young, running around there talking about ops. And man, we fucked up. Nigga, we fucked up. Shameful stuff, man. It's just people as the world, bro, as a whole. And the motherfucker ain't gonna get it until they get it. Most of the time, motherfuckers don't get it. That's why I made that song, bro. Motherfuckers don't even get it until you did. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. That shit just happened to me. Motherfucker don't really get it until you did, bro. You know what I'm talking about? We need to, we just need to look in the mirror more as people, nigga. And you know what's hella funny about that? I can say that statement right there, right? And the first thing one of these old fuck-minded bitch-ass motherfuckers, because this is what y'all like to do in today's time right here, man. Like I said, we need to look in the mirror. The first thing a motherfucker gonna do is say, man, you need to look in the mirror. See, y'all don't know me, man. You know what I'm saying? But, anybody that know me, see, I've been looking in the mirror. That's why I can come up here and talk about this shit with a straight face. Nigga, I did it. Nigga, I done made a whole 180-degree nigga ask anybody that know me, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I still a little rough around the edges. Nigga, I done made a whole 180-degree turn, nigga, about the person who I was. So I have looked in the mirror. I fixed a little bit of myself, folks. So I just don't be up here talking that shit, trying to tell you to do it and ain't did it myself, nigga. I ain't one of them people, bruh. I'm one of them niggas that used to, I couldn't stay out of jail for 6 months, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? And it don't matter how long I just did, nigga. I could have just did 40 motherfucking years. I come home, nigga, I'm gonna be back in jail in the next 6 months, 90 days, nigga. I was one of them motherfuckers, nigga. I been looking in the mirror, nigga. I made a big ass change in myself. I'm still looking in the mirror. But the problem is that shit right there, bro, on this shameful stuff Saturday. That's the problem right there. The moment you, cause we be out here, bro, and our conduct don't be good. And instead of us looking in the fucking mirror, we just like to debate and argue. So the moment you see us doing something, it's just like a little kid, bro. And that's what we have reduced ourselves to, little kids, folks. Shameful stuff. Because we react, ooh, Sebo brother looking at us, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Tales from the Crypt looking at us. You know what I'm talking about? Stomping in my steel toes face having that. Man, they out here that fight. There ain't nothing but hella Mexicans and Cubans out here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Kids. No, I ain't nothing about that. Y'all crazy as a motherfucker. If y'all could just see Mama Sam Blade over the camera, sorry, Mama. If y'all could just see because once again, I get a bird's eye view of this shit every day, man, from where it's at right now. I'm looking at this shit, and you can just see the vibe, and you can just see the shift. You can just see the lostness of the people. You know what I'm talking about? You can just see the lostness of the people, bro. I'm telling you, it's like that Jamie Foxx episode when that nigga was trying to keep up with his bitch when the young nigga was fucking with her. So that nigga started putting on FUBU sweatsuits and shit. They look a little bit like that. It's out here popping though. But yeah, it's a fucked up thing in the world, man. But we need to look in the mirror. But we ain't gonna do that right there. And the moment we get caught with our conduct out of pocket, on some real shit. old person, young person, it don't even matter, bruh. The moment, nigga, it's just like the kids, bruh, with their hand in the cookie jar. The moment a motherfucker asks you about that shit, folks, you gonna sit there instead of changing yourself like if somebody told you to look in the mirror, the first thing you gonna have is a rebuttal, nigga, like a bitch. But I gotta look in the mirror for you. Look in the mirror. You ain't perfect. You gonna have that rebuttal, bruh. We say that every time a motherfucker question our conduct. We do. Every time, motherfucker, you can't even pull a nigga coat to the side no more, man. You can't pull a nigga to the side and pull his coat. You can't. Hey, bro, that used to be considered love, nigga. Nowadays, it's considered hate. Y'all something straight out of the comic book, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. I thought that was my auntie, nigga. That looked like my auntie too, right, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner worldwide and this motherfucker, man, up under the weather like a motherfucker. I wish it was a way I could drive this motherfucker. Man, I don't feel good, y'all. I ain't bullshitting with you, man. I don't even feel like coming to this motherfucker today. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't be really making it a habit of, if you give me a day, I'ma go. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna tell you the days I need off, but if they put me on there, I'm gonna go. I don't be into, I ain't never really been into that in life. Like I'm kind of that person, bro, when you done gave your word or you in a, you know what I mean? I kind of just hold up my end of the bargain. I don't really be the person. I'm gonna come tell you the day I need off. That's the day I'm off. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if you try to give me a day on that day, it might be, but that's the day I'm gonna need off right there. You know what I'm talking about? I try to hold up my end of the bargain. But just society, man, it's just shameful stuff, man. Because everybody comes up here and they promote whatever they do, and that's dangerous. That's how we got so many of these kids and just people in general off of that cough syrup and all these opioids and all that shit, bro, on some real shit, shameful stuff. Saturday it is. Because if I sit up here and I drink syrup, I'm going to come promote that shit. I'm going to put it in your face and your kid's face and tell them to go pour 4 in the 2. If I do hair run, I'm going to sit up here and promote that shit like it's cool to nod. You know what I'm talking about? I say, bro, you be promoting, bro. Nah, man, I told you, I don't really be promoting that shit. I think I mentioned that shit once or twice. Out of 40 years, remember that, you know what I'm talking about? But I don't keep that in your face. Ain't none of that shit cool. I'm gonna tell you, if you grown, go handle your own. I would never come up here to tell you to go buy no motherfucking weed. I tell you, I got some good weed, you know what I'm talking about, but I wouldn't tell you to go buy no weed. I wouldn't tell you to go buy no pills, no alcohol, none of that shit, bro. I don't promote that shit even when I was drinking this shit. I used to come up here and tell you, nigga, I drink, you know what I'm talking about? And if you grown, all I tell you is be responsible enough to handle your own, man. If you grown, handle your own. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote that shit though. I'd never come up here and tell you you should go buy a 5th of Hennessy. I tell you shouldn't do none of that shit, bro. But I can't tell you that either. You know what I'm talking about? Do what the fuck you want to do, man. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I just hope I can say something to stick in your dumb ass head to make you might want to, not your dumb ass head, but you get what I'm saying, man. I don't want to call nobody dumb. I ain't trying to call you dumb people. Just sleep, slow, maybe a little sleep, maybe a little bit slow. We ain't dumb people. No, we ain't dumb at all. Just, I don't know, I'm tired of the world, bro. Shameful stuff. We so busy trying to fix somebody else that we can't fix us. We done took it so far back to kids, bruh, that when our conduct is raggedy, and somebody pull our motherfucking coat on our conduct, we don't have nothing but another one of they, nigga, I'm telling you, man, I've been seeing this shit forever, bruh. And once again, it used to just be reserved to the bitches. Especially them old bitches back in the day. But, I don't know, bruh. The bitch could have, you could have told the bitch to put a coaster on the fucking table or something. And at that point, you talking about something this bitch just did, man. A motherfucker would bring up some shit from 30 years ago to combat, kind of like if you bought a car right now. And a nigga would come back the car you bought right now with a car he ain't even got no more. To tell you when he bought it for no reason, bro. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. But we don't know how to, that's why we won't fix ourselves. Because we don't know how to accept responsibility for the shit that we do. Because the shit that we do, we always got it in our head like it's right. And a lot of that shit don't be right. It don't. A lot of us still come from immature ass standpoints. A lot of us still see the world immature. We do. I told you, man, it's gonna be a motherfucker. There's gonna be plenty of motherfuckers, bruh, that pass, that will never have gotten a chance to live one day as a grown-up, bruh. Because they never developed their understanding, they never developed their mental period, bruh. So they live their whole life as a 12-year-old. If you react right now as a grown person the same way you did when you was 12 years old, bruh, you might want to look in the mirror. If you can't get over your feelings, you might want to look in the mirror, bruh. If you can't find yourself just being grateful when you wake up, you might want to look in the mirror, bruh. If you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is like your spirit wants to jump in the, you know how y'all do now. Like if you want to wake up and the first thing you do, bruh, is want to talk to somebody on the phone or jump on your phone and just some mess, bruh, you might want to look in the mirror, bruh. You mean to tell me the first thing you want to do when you wake up, like it ain't even registered that, like, thank God. You ain't even said thank God. You just wake straight up with a complaint. You might want to look in the mirror, bruh. But the one thing we never want to do is change ourselves. We don't. We want everybody change we want everybody to change themselves. We want everybody else to mold themselves into what we is. I told y'all sometime a while back, man, how I went to the people's house and they had one motherfucker up in there that then I guess coerced everybody. That's just the way they is. You gotta be a motherfucking fool, bro. You think you finna be sitting around this motherfucker hollering at me and talking to me out the side of my motherfucking neck and I'm just finna expect that that's just the way you is? Alright, then you gonna have to see the way I am. We gonna play that game, because when people do that shit right here, this is the way I am. You know what I'm talking about? And we gonna see who change our ways first. You know what I'm talking about? I said, man, these people crazy, man. They let this big old bitch take the whole house hostage with this old immature, bipolar ass shit. This bitch up in here just to scream and got everybody bluffed and all that, man. Man, I'm out of here, bro. I don't even want to do business with this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I don't even want to. I'm telling you, I almost left that bitch hella far from the plane. You know what I'm talking about? That bitch asked me something about my AC or something. It was summer, hella hot, nigga. I don't think bro AC was working or it wasn't working right? And that bitch kept on asking me. Like, I can't stand when people do this shameful stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I can't stand when a motherfucker don't have a car, because bruh have a car with no AC like a motherfucker out here in this 120 degrees. You just got to deal with it. You know what I'm talking about? But I can't stand when a motherfucker get in your car that don't got a car and asks you why you don't have an AC. The same reason you don't have a car. You know what I'm talking about? I can't stand that shit. That bitch asked me something. I said, I bet you it's hotter outside than it is in this car. I bet you it's gonna be hotter to walk to your house than it is gonna be for me to drop you off. I just shut the fuck up talking to me, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Shameful stuff. But then they say, bro, why you even bring that up? Because it's crazy how ungrateful we get. It's crazy how we so fucking used to complaining, we don't even see what we got to be grateful for. Shameful stuff. And that's how we got to a disconnect, bruh. Cause somewhere down the line, bruh, everybody just turned into the same person. You know what I'm talking about? And everybody be fake as a motherfucker if we just want to keep it real, from the kids to the grown-ups. I've been telling y'all this shit for 3 years. You motherfuckers go out here into the world and y'all give y'all best person to everybody you don't know for real. From the married people to the kids to the... Notice how the kids disrespect their parents. You get what I'm saying? But they go out here and hang with their friends, got so much respect for their friends, listen to everything their friends say, like their friends was the ones that had them. Notice that. Don't got no respect for their parents. You know what I'm talking about? They respect their friends more than their parents. You know what I'm saying? Look at the, I don't know, the marriage people, the relationship people, brothers and sisters, sisters and brothers, sisters and sisters. Just look how everybody treat everybody else, and they walk around out here in this world, and they know how to treat everybody else good. Man, that shit, it ain't just started like that either, y'all. So that ain't like this some today's shit or something. It lightweight always been like that. But when it wasn't cool, like you just couldn't get away with that shit. So you would have that shit all on the forefront like that. But the more cooler it became, Now you just ask yourself and think about that. You finna be out here. We gonna use the psychological, because I don't think y'all be using y'all third eye enough, or just even paying attention to what's really going on. I really think y'all be looking at life in the way you think makes you see life another way. That's what I think. And Brett just got Brett tapped into his sensei. You know what I'm talking about? But just think about the psychological, Brett. You will go out here into the world, from the kids to the grown people, and you would treat your friends to the people at work, you would treat everybody else like you know how to act, like you know how you got like you got sense. The same way y'all be fucking with y'all boss, or just the white people at work, or just your supervisors, your superiors. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know how to talk to them with a nice voice. Y'all don't never get lied. None of that shit, right? Even the kids. You know how to listen to your friends. Your friends can tell you, let's do this and this. Your friends can talk you into jumping off the bridge. But you won't listen to your friend. You won't even listen to your parents saying, don't jump off the bridge. You'll listen to your friend tell you to jump off the bridge. Like, this is something weird, right? The whole world do this. Now, just follow me. Check the psychological of this, though. So you will go outside. Treat everybody else with your best person. For the kids, come back, treat your parents fucked up. For the siblings, come back and treat the siblings fucked up. For the married people, come back and treat your spouse fucked up. You will do this repeatedly through the year. And when December 25th come, the motherfucker you treat fucked up, you'll be expecting these motherfuckers to get you something for Christmas, man. Y'all something straight out of comic book, bud. Y'all something straight out of comic book, bro. We fucked off, bro. We lost. So the motherfucker you treat the worst, you ain't gonna ask the motherfuckers you can, like you ain't even looking for them to get you nothing for Christmas. But somehow they still get your best person. And it's like the people who really don't do nothing for you gets your best person. Shameful stuff, bruh. Just like us as a race, we know how to act right with everybody but ourselves. Shameful stuff, bruh. That shit don't make no sense. It just shows y'all, it shows the ungratefulness. You know what I'm talking about? That just shows lack of respect, the ungratefulness. It shows you really don't appreciate what you really got. That's what it really shows. You know what I'm talking about? It shows the kids you don't really appreciate your parents. You just appreciate when you need them to do something for you. Just like people. Goes with people. Y'all don't really appreciate y'all. Only time y'all act like y'all care about somebody is when they dead, man. And that's what I don't get. Especially since we see enough deaths, right? You will see a death, man. And what's crazy about a death, man, the more funerals you go to, it's like, man, that shit is a preview for what's coming for you, nigga. Shameful stuff on some real shit. Every time you go to a funeral, bro, that's like a preview for your ass. This is how this shit gonna look when it's your turn. You feel me? But we don't never appreciate nobody until they gone. Then you will see that shit, and you'll see how this short life is and all that shit, bro. And we'll be grieved and go through all that shit. Then you'll act then we'll go right back to acting like we gonna live forever. It's like we forget all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm telling you, that's why motherfuckers really feel bad when motherfuckers pass. They do. Because at that point, you realize all that old petty ass shit you was on while a motherfucker was alive, you ain't gonna never be able to say nothing to him again. You get what I'm saying? And all that petty shit you was on, at that point, it's like it gotta take somebody to die for you to realize that you wrong. For you to look in the mirror. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. My mom just passed, bruh. I had to look in the mirror myself, bruh. Some shit I changed by myself that I'm actually working on. Because we always, we good for that shit right there. We good for say we working on ourselves but never clock in. And that's the shameful shit, bruh. You gonna go work for these people 8 hours a day, nigga, and won't even spend 30 minutes on yourself, working on your motherfucking mental. The way you think is fucked up. It is, folks. As a group, nigga, the way we think is fucked up, folks. It is. Any motherfucking day, man, where they got motherfuckers just running around not serious, bruh, playing all motherfucking day, bruh. It's like, there's something wrong with that, bruh. When they got, motherfuckers that's old, bruh, that's still like, it's weird, bruh. It's weird, bruh. Nigga, I seen a baby running around talking about an op, nigga. Y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. Something straight out of comic book. I'm gonna say fuck y'all. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm so tired of Earth, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you, and I don't even feel good. I'm wondering what the fuck is it with bees? Do anybody know what bees symbolize, man? Bruh ain't even posted itself, man. Let me see if I can post myself one good time with it. You know what I'm talking about? Do anybody know what the fuck bees symbolize, nigga? Because no matter where I pull up, niggas just seem like one bee keep on fucking with bruh. You know what I'm talking about? But I did think I read somewhere where bees are attracted to game. Goddamn, they say, brother, you ever stop? No. No. Bruh don't feel good at all, man. I'm not bullshitting with you. And if I'm lying, man, once again, y'all, if you comment, I can't see it. So when they pop up, if you still around, I get to you. If you're not, I get to it, man, when they pop up. But until they pop up, I can't read them, man. So I'm not ignoring you. Shameful stuff Saturday. Everybody out here, big fight weekend, man. You know what I'm talking about? They say, bro, what you think on the fight? Y'all don't want to hear what I think, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't want to hear what I think. I told y'all from the jump. Now, I might be dead wrong. I don't know. My guess is just as good as anybody else's. You know what I'm talking about? On this shameful stuff Saturday. I never liked David Benavidez like that. My daddy loves David Benavidez, too. You know what I'm talking about? My daddy loved David Benavidez. I ain't never liked David Benavidez. I'm not saying that he can't fight and all, but I ain't never really, I just don't like him like that. I don't know why they started the narrative like, I think Terrence Crawford has a better chance at beating Canelo than David Benavidez does. Somebody gonna say, bro, you crazy as hell, man. Why is y'all in the lane, brother? Why is y'all in my lane, brother? Jesus. Jesus. We can't be that drunk this early, y'all. Come on, man. There's too much day left ahead of us for us to be this drunk this early, man. If we that drunk, y'all, we need to go just lay in the casino. So y'all watch yourself out here tonight, man, because watch yourself out here tonight if you in Las Vegas. Because they out here doing the food right about now. It's gonna be big. Y'all watch yourself. They gonna have a bunch of them Cubans, a bunch of these essays out here, man. Watch yourself. You know what I'm talking about? But once again, I'm not no fan of David Benavidez like that, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not saying that he can't fight all that. I think David Benavidez would get washed by Canelo. And I think Canelo would go. I think Canelo would fight David Benavidez like a black person. I think he would go in there and try to kill David Benavidez because once, and this is what I don't get about this David Morrell fight, right? I'm gonna get my Canelo analysis out the way on this shameful stuff Saturday, bruh. Chopping up a little bit of sports with you, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm already locked and loaded. I'm not trying to change nobody's mind on who they pick or who they might not pick. I'm not gonna tell you who I picked and who I might have picked. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not gonna go over none of that with you because I'm not one of them niggas who goes over his picks. I'll show you them at the, you know what I'm talking about? When I'm on my way in the process of going to talk to that Chinese bitch out the window, but you know what I'm talking about? No, man, I'm kind of secret with that stuff. Just ask me, man. I'm gonna get my Canelo analysis out the way first. I don't see how David Benavidez beat Canelo if they think that he's just gonna be able to walk. Like, how the fuck is David Benavidez just gonna? Y'all think he's just gonna walk Canelo down with his flat-footed ass and just be standing in front of Canelo trying to throw some combinations? Man, to beat Canelo, you have to have footwork. You have to have discipline. You know what I'm talking about? You got to be able to shake it up. You got to have a chin. Now, David Benavidez has a chin from what I done seen. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't see, like, if your only way is to, like, you gon', I guess you could beat up on Canelo for 12 rounds, but I don't see it. Like, I don't see David Benavidez even hurting Canelo. I don't know. Canelo might got old. He might be losing. I don't know. I just see Canelo beating the shit out of David Benavidez. I see that nigga hitting him with the motherfucking body punches. I see that nigga wearing his motherfucking arms down the same way he do everybody else. David Benavidez is more of a stationary target. And the reason I said Terrence Crawford is Terrence Crawford got footwork. He getting up there kind of old. He gonna need his legs to even. But after I seen Terrence Crawford fight Madrimov, because at first I thought Canelo would. Do you realize? I ain't never seen nobody ever do that shit that Madrimov. I ain't never seen a nigga foot faint 92 times like a motherfucking Street Fighter character and shit. I ain't never seen nobody do that from the motherfucking first to the 12th round. I ain't never seen nobody do that shit, bro. That nigga had 93 foot feints and shit. That man ain't that nigga hella difficult, nigga. I can't wait till somebody else fight that nigga. Just like I can't wait for somebody else to fight that nigga Boost fight. This is what they do in boxing nowadays, man. You know what I'm talking about? They like that hypothetical shit. They really don't be wanting people to fight. So I can always say because if we never fight, I can make my fighter better than yours. See, if Boots and Terrence Crawford never fight, if I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, I can tell you what Terrence Crawford gonna do to him. See, if they never fight, I can sit up here and give you my analysis of what's gonna happen. Yeah, man, you don't want to see Terrence Crawford. If he got this with this dude, and you know I'm talking about all that shit, kind of like Terrence Crawford fans be doing. But when I seen Terrence Crawford fight Madrimov, that's when, because at first I thought Canelo would watch Terrence Crawford too. But once I seen him fight Madrimov, that gave me hope that Terrence Crawford could beat Canelo. I didn't think he was going to be able to take Madrimov's punch. Actually, Madrimov up there cracking. Not only is he cracking, he ain't even hurt Bud. You know what I'm talking about? I thought he would wibble wobble him or something. He ain't even hurt Bud. You know what I'm talking about? But shit, why you bullshit, nigga? Madrimov fuck around and beat Canelo, nigga, with all that herky jerky ass shit, nigga. He gonna give, nigga, Madrimov gonna give anybody problems with that shit. Right now, I think Madrimov will knock David Benavidez out. Now to this fight, this is something I don't get about this fight. Man, bro, under the weather, y'all gotta excuse me. I was just because I just don't like listening to anybody talk about boxing. I don't, man. Because motherfuckers, they go with the way boxing is now, bro, it's just like the way the world is. Motherfuckers just go off of their feelings. You know what I'm talking about? What you feel gonna happen. It really don't be no science behind this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody just got their favorite person. But I'm listening to motherfuckers talking shit. I be trying to find people that's not biased too. You know what I'm talking about? don't like listening to the motherfuckers that be inside motherfuckers camp. Like they want to talk to David Benavidez Senior and shit. I don't like listening to them interviews. Or Ronnie Shields and shit. I don't like listening to them interviews because they gonna go for their guy. But the consensus is, I heard everybody say Morrell got one knockout. He got one punch knockout power, right? Now I heard everybody else, mama say, blow your nose on camera. Sorry, mama. Excuse me, mama. Top of the world, mama. Top of the world, mama. Yeah, I'm talking about. Now, I heard everybody say David Morrell got one punch knockout power. Everybody else say Benavidez, he don't really have one punch knockout power, but he has power with the combination. And for some reason, they act like David Morrell has to watch out for Benavidez power. Like, that don't make no sense to me. If this the nigga that got the one punch knockout power, why does the nigga who doesn't have one punch knockout power, why are they more worried about? That shit just don't make no sense to me. What I think is the public just likes Benavidez for some reason. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I think. I done seen Benavidez, I don't know, because I did that with Bud, man. One of the fights was stuck in my head, and I thought that same shit was gonna happen to Madrimov, right? And because I'm just always seeing Bud every time he fights somebody, he get clipped and wobbled a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? He kind of always get clipped and wobbled. But to his credit, every time he got clipped, he come right back and knock a motherfucker out. He's one of the best motherfuckers that got around. That nigga, like that Holyfield with that shit. You used to hurt Holyfield. That nigga became more dangerous. I just don't get that. It just seems like more people is like, I just get the feeling like people ain't really seen David Morrell, just know Benavidez, so they going for Benavidez. I was surprised Morrell was that big of an underdog. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga was plus 230. You know what I'm talking about? They say 230? 230? Yeah, he was plus 230. They say, what does that mean? It means if you bet $100, you will win $230 plus your $100 back. So if you go bet $100 on David Morrell, you will win $330 if he wins. You know what I'm talking about? Now I'm just thinking about something that I didn't fuck around and do. It don't really make no difference. Fuck it. But I don't know. I don't think David Morrell is scared of Benavidez. I was looking at something. They said David Morrell got dropped in sparring or some shit. That might not if he a little chinny, that not my. I don't know. If you just ask me, but I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't know. I'm gonna tell you to go with your bet. Oh, I ain't really got no bold predictions. I just feel my feeling. I can tell you how what I'm leaning towards more. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't be surprised if nothing happened. I wouldn't be surprised if David Benavidez scraped that nigga. I wouldn't be surprised if Morrell scraped that nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't be surprised either way. But I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I can't wait to see it though. It should be a good fight. It should be a barn burner. You know what I'm talking about? But I guarantee you, what I will guarantee you. Because David Benavidez, like a lot of them dudes, like even Tank, bro, if you go to them niggas' bodies, them niggas don't like body shots. You know, everybody be talking about Tank take a punch like a motherfucker. You could actually knock Tank out if you went to his body, man. I'm telling you. You'll be able to knock Tank out if you went to his body, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. If that nigga goes to that nigga body, bro, he'll knock that nigga out. That nigga got, that's why I always thought Canelo would knock that nigga out. That nigga torso too motherfucking long. You know what I'm talking about? And my nigga David Morrell could box a little bit. That nigga got like a 78 reach ability. You know what I'm talking about? But I wouldn't be surprised what happened. I just want to see it, man. You know what I'm talking about? But back to shameful stuff, man. They say, bro, what you out here talking about? Shameful stuff Saturday? Bro, under the weather. I don't feel good at all, man. Just sitting around here, man. Waiting to get off. Go check this fight out and shit. I'm talking about waiting to get off, go check this fight out, grab a bite to eat. That's about it. The streets getting fuller and fuller, man. Shameful stuff Saturday, man. There's a disconnect out here in this motherfucking world. People act like just the nigga. We act like we forgot our place, bro. We act like we don't know where our place is. The old people don't. It's like they don't know that they are. It's like they trying to be like the kids. When I say like the kids, I'm talking about mentally, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with no appearance, bro. It's just mentally. You know what I'm talking about? Mentally. You thinking like kids. You on the kids' wavelength. Like you trying to keep up with the kids. Like, it's just weird. You trying to keep up with society. And it's just brainwashed. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, they say, bro, what you talking about? Just like seeing a motherfucker that's 92 years old in the Mario boots. They say, bro, leave people alone. I ain't bullshitting with you. Disconnected mentally. We are just like the motherfucking old man come up talking about some 50 Cent big me. Like, we just need to look in the mirror, bruh. It don't make no sense for the old people to be sitting around here having the same conversations as kids. And we lost inside that shit. Lost inside of a world where men gossip. Men don't even talk about sports and politics no more, bro. They just sit around and gossip. Because people's lives have become the new sports and politics. You know what I'm talking about? Shameful stuff Saturday. We sit around this motherfucker, we always reciting that Bible, and in the same breath we reciting that Bible with, we gossiping with that same sentence. Within that same sentence that we talking about what God said in the Bible, we gossiping, teasing somebody, judging somebody within that same sentence when we trying to tell you about something what it said in the Bible. Shameful stuff. A bunch of shameful stuff. We just don't know how to be responsible for ourselves. We hella childish. We is. We I ain't gonna even say deflection. That's exactly what it is, but every time we gotta be accountable for something, we change the conversation. And if you notice, you'll realize you do that every time you have to be accountable for something, you'll realize it's never your fault. If you just one of them people, you'll realize every time it was time for you to be accountable for something and you saying that you didn't do something, you'll realize that you always do that and it ain't never your fault. You will realize that in life. That's why I say we look in the mirror, because if you look in the mirror, you'll be like, damn, it ain't never my fault. As I told you, when we have in this motherfucking world today, what we have done is made it to where we ain't gonna never be wrong. You gotta be wrong with us. You know what I'm talking about? Just like I said, when I said we need to look in the mirror, and the first thing one of you fuck-minded motherfuckers talking about, nigga, you need to look in the... I have, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You looking at a 180-degree change right now, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out niggas like Hand Slow and them, man. Lee and them. You know what I'm talking about? Gotta call the motherfucker and be like, I'm proud of you, bruh. You done really changed. I really have worked on myself. That's why I can come up here and tell you that it actually could be done, but you got to be serious about working on yourself. You can't be playing. You can't be running around just telling somebody you working on yourself without clocking in. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we good for. We good for just saying shit, bro. We good for just giving ourselves labels. I'm a church person. I'm a Christian. I'm all this. We good for saying what we is, but we real bad on actually the actions. We good for saying we are Christian. You know what I'm talking about? But we ain't never around here acting like a Christian. You know what I'm talking about? We good to say we this or we that. We good to say we real. Cause like this shameful stuff Saturday. Y'all so goofy, bro. Like y'all let words confuse y'all. Y'all don't even have the ability, like I said, to just see shit for what it is. Because your mind has not developed yet as a grown person. So you still seeing shit as a kid, bro. Just like it's a big difference between truth and real, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all think the truth is being real. The truth ain't being real, it's just the truth. If I sit up here and say, hell yeah, I told on that nigga, that's the truth, but was that a real? No, it wasn't, bruh. You telling on somebody, that's one of the fakest actions that there can be. You know what I'm talking about? That's just me saying, yeah, I kicked that old person. Hell yeah, I kicked her and I'll do it again. That was the truth, but is that real? Is that action real? So y'all don't get real and all that shit that y'all be sitting solid and all that shit is not a word, it's an action. It's an action. And then today this shameful stuff, bruh. We quick to give just labels, bruh, anything, bruh. A nigga, you could be hungry and a nigga give you $2 and you'll say that nigga real. Fakest nigga in the world, you'll call that nigga real because that's what real was to you at that time. Something straight out of comic book, bro. Solid is what solid does. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker gave you a ride to work, bro. That's all that was, bro. A ride to work. But you done said somehow you done declared that shit is real. You know what I'm talking about? You done declared that shit is real. Man, he hella real. Because once again, you know what we call real? When motherfuckers do shit for us, we label anything real that a motherfucker doing for us. You know what I'm talking about? That's how when that motherfucker giving you what you want, they real as a motherfucker, and as soon as they stop fucking with you like that, they become fake overnight all of a sudden. They was just real when they was doing what you wanted them to do. But the moment they stop fucking with you like that, that's when they became fake. That's when they start acting funny. But as long as you could get your way, that's what real is. So if we just going off society's definition of real, it means getting what you want. That's what real means nowadays. As long as you're doing what I want you to do, that's the definition of real. Shameful stuff. But it's just a disconnect out here, man. That crazy. From the kids to the grown-ups. Excuse me, mama said I'm blowing your nose on camera. And just instead of us looking in the mirror, we want to fix everybody else. We want to fix everybody else but us. Shameful stuff. You know what I'm talking about? It's shameful stuff. We got everything to say, just we see where everybody else needs to do something now. We don't never need to see what we need to do something now. And the moment somebody come tell us where we need to do something at, we gonna see where they need to do something at real quick. Just like a little kid. So, and actually, we live life like we trying to go against our parents. Like we don't want to listen to our parents. That's how we live life. Like I'm gonna prove my parents wrong. This is how we live life. This is how we live life. So we running around this motherfucker at grown people doing some shit just to prove somebody wrong. As grown people, we sitting around this motherfucker. Once again, it's grown people. We sitting around this motherfucker trying to prove you wrong. So if you told us we couldn't do something, we gonna spend the next, we don't never focus on what's real. We always focus either on a look back or trying to prove you wrong. And we just spend life like that now. I'm gonna prove you wrong just like kids trying to prove their parents wrong. Now I wanna ask y'all, how many kids did y'all ever really see prove their parents wrong? That's that know-it-all syndrome. That's that childish syndrome. That's that I'm not ready to grow up yet syndrome. And that shit fucked up. It is. It's the whole world, nigga. The society, nigga. Shit is shame, man. Just shameful stuff. Shameful stuff, man. Just especially some of these older black people, I just thought a man had more resistance than that, bro. Like I said, they done sweet talk you niggas out your manhood, man. Ain't nothing worse than a nigga who don't know he a clown. They just sweet talk the nigga up out his manhood, you know what I'm talking about? So nigga just around this motherfucker with flimsy wrists and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas doing anything, man. Shameful stuff. But on the just you gotta look in the mirror, bro. You do. Yeah, you gotta look in the mirror, man. Because if you don't look in the mirror, you're gonna be looking through your telescope, your microscope, man. That's all you're gonna be doing. If you never look in the mirror, you gonna live the rest of your life seeing what's wrong with somebody else. If you don't look in the mirror, you're gonna live your life seeing what's wrong with everybody else. You ain't never even looked at yourself to see if you needed to, you know what I'm talking about? What you needed to do. And just in the world, man, we just have more fun. That shit just like a drug, though. It's a way where you can get out of having to fix yourself. See, when you working on other people and telling other people what they need to do and giving your opinion on other people and shit, it gives you liability not to fix on yourself. So you could just keep telling other people what they need to do. You know what I'm talking about? At some point you gotta go, bro. You know I'm gonna fuck with you, Migo, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it gives you the liberty to never have to fix yourself. You could just continue to keep telling other people what they need to change or what they need to fix about themselves. Shameful stuff. Just had a disconnect, bro. I'm telling you, just traveling the world, just watching the shit I see, just the mentality of the fucking world, bro. Y'all kids. That's some real shit. And you know what gets on my motherfucking nerves? Just like in society, period, bro. Them labels again. We like to do shit. We just like to label. We like to label ourselves grown. You know what I'm talking about? We like to tell you that we grown. We like to tell you that we real. We like to tell you that we solid. We like to tell you what we is. And that's what's wrong with the world, bro. You can't tell nobody what you is. You got to show somebody what you is, folks. But nowadays, we like to get away with words. We can talk you into what we is. I'm real as a motherfucker. I'm solid. You know what I'm talking about? That shit is an action, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And that shit is like it's consistent, bro. You ain't never seen nobody be solid for about 3 years and turn fake as a motherfucker. You ain't never seen nobody start off good and just turn fake as a motherfucker. You ain't never seen a motherfucker out there in the field. He was knocking shit down and all that, and he told, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Reputation down the drain, forfeited his stripes. I never thought I'd live to see the day the game switch, where niggas take pride in telling ain't the same to snitch. That was 30 years ago, man. You can't tell me I wasn't before my time. I never thought I'd live to see the day the game switch, where niggas take pride in telling ain't a shame to snitch, man. I ain't never seen that. Shameful stuff. Shameful stuff, man. It's a shame from the kids to the grown-up, right? The shameful stuff. It's a shame that you can't even talk to a youngster no more. You know what I'm talking about? It's a shame, bro. A youngster, bro. They'll sit right up here and argue with you back and forth. Man, I can understand the dumb motherfucker. But just because you old don't mean nothing. It don't. That shit don't mean shit. I seen some of the ignorant, oldest motherfuckers in my life, folks. I seen a motherfucker damn near 90-something years old with a rag in his back pocket. Might have just been proud of where he was from. You feel me? It just seemed by that, I don't know, man. You know what I'm talking about? Each his own. Do what you do, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Do what you do, man. This shameful stuff, the disconnect. You gonna have one of these motherfuckers right now think they got life figured out, folks. Just like them youngsters that was in front of the stove, laughing at me talking about when they 48 years old, what they was gonna be. That's what this world done got reduced to where you ain't even got, you can play hypothetical with your own life, even though you ain't putting no work in. You in front of 7-Eleven asking for change. You broke at 20 years old, but you can tell a motherfucker what you gonna do when you 48. You broke right now in your life. But you gonna tell a motherfucker 20 years from now what you gonna be doing. Something straight out of comic book, bruh. Told you we be trying to be better than you without bettering ourselves. We really ain't doing nothing but trying to talk a nigga to death. Playing that, niggas ain't doing nothing but playing my card. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas ain't doing nothing but playing my card, nigga. Beetlebug, Sludbug, knock on wood, face having the ass niggas, man. God damn, I don't feel good, y'all. The nigga ain't doing nothing, nigga, but playing that's my card, folks. Fantasy shit. Shameful stuff. When I seen this shit this morning, I just be feeling like I'm in the twilight zone, folks. I ain't gonna lie to you. No appetite. Kind of sick, can't really breathe, man. Don't really feel like being here. Feel like being up under some covers, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, I feel like being up under some covers, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That's how breath feels right now, man. I ain't bullshitting. My nigga Slow told me that, man. I feel like being up under covers. Go throw on this. Nah, you know what I'm talking about? With some soft hands on my back. Hey, say, love, why you fuck with it like that? If I done, ain't nobody else hears, man. Just shameful stuff, man. I don't see this. I don't even think this world will be. Something gonna have to happen tragic, bro. Like everybody go. Something gonna have to happen like that Rodney King shit or something to just bring everybody on one accord. But if something like that don't happen, bro, I don't see this motherfucker changing while I'm alive. I don't. I don't see this shit changing because it ain't doing nothing but getting worse. I'm telling you, I seen a motherfucker hop out of Cadillac. I thought this nigga was finna say something prolific or something. I'm thinking, you know, nigga, back in the day, you see, oh, nigga, he be trying to tell you about he marched with Martin Luther King and shit. He was on the bus fighting with Rosa Parks and shit. Man, this nigga jump out and say some shit about big meats, nigga, like, quit, bro. You know what we fucked up, y'all. Everything just backfires. It's like, I ain't really got nothing to say, man. I'm under the weather, man, like a motherfucker, man. But we just need to look in the mirror. We do. Everything is and starts with you, bro. If you know it's something you can do to change yourself, bro, change that shit. If you know it's an area where, like, change that shit. Because if you don't, bro, you just setting yourself up to be an old, miserable motherfucker. And it ain't nothing worse than being, you don't want to be one of these people, bro, that be, because you don't want to get too old. Like, you don't want to fuck all your people off and then, like, just grow old alone. You don't want to do that, bro. You don't. You don't. Because if you do that, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be putting guilt trips on everybody as an old person. You're going to act like don't nobody want to come see you. You're going to start saying that to the grandkids and shit to kids. Oh, y'all don't want to come over here and see your grandma. You just going to, you know what I'm talking about? You're going to start putting guilt trips on the rest of the people. You know what I'm talking about your loneliness. I ain't bullshitting with you. I ain't bullshitting with you. Shameful stuff. And I don't know why it's just so hard to be solid. I don't know why it's so hard just to be at peace. I don't see why just the bull. I don't see it. I don't know why, bro. I don't know. I don't know. You see, bro's a player, man. Say, can you get over? Go ahead, man. That's why I stay two car lengths back, man. Everybody can get in this motherfucker, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Because there really is no reason to be out here fucking with traffic like that. That's what be causing them accidents. You don't want to let a motherfucking in right here. You know what a motherfucker gonna do? A motherfucker's gonna get in the fifth lane. They gonna drive all the way to the front and they gonna get in front of a car way back there. Then they gonna cause the clog up and that shit gonna trickle back down. So you might as well let a motherfucking in right here, because if you don't, they gonna go way up there and they gonna start a hell of a backup. Yeah, they gonna get up there and start fucking with cars. You better off letting them back in way back here, man. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, bitch. It's always a flat Chinese, flat face ass bitch. I don't know why every time I see a bitch with goggles, I automatically just, I don't know, think that bitch from Louisiana. You know? Every time I see a bitch with goggles, I always like, man, this bitch from Louisiana or Oakland. But I don't really see like the young, the Niecy pools. I don't really see them with goggles. Like I was growing up and bitches used to have goggles. You don't really see the Niecy pools. I guess that trend played. I guess that trend went on about its business. I'm gonna tell you, they killed that grill shit for me when they started making them Paul Wall grills. When they start making grills like a mouthpiece, nigga, and you could just pop. Yeah, I was still with that shit then. Yeah, I was still with that shit then. Man, I can't remember my nigga Ant Bone brother. What was my nigga name? C-Ray? I think my nigga name was C-Ray. When he was fucking with his goals, man, he was telling me that he went to his dentist to put the motherfuckers in. He said he didn't go to he said he went to his dentist and he said he went to the, like when he did this shit, I think his shit cost like $2,800 or some shit. He had talks about him. But he said he got his shit where, I think he go every year to get them motherfuckers clean and put back in. That cement, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, shameful stuff. And the moral of this motherfucking live right here, man, just, like we need to look in the mirror, folks. And you need to look in the mirror without somebody else having to look in the mirror. Just you, bro. You know what I'm talking about? We need to cut that shit out. We need to stop acting like because it's time for us to look in the mirror, somebody else got to come with us to look in the mirror, bro. The mirror yours. That's what we really need to stop doing. Every time, like I said, bro, because I said that shit way back, like we was in a real conversation. Because motherfuckers hate being at fault, bro. If I'm at fault, my bad. You know what I'm talking about? It's my bad. I want to understand how I'm at fault. I want to get an understanding so I know what not to do no more. But we don't know how to communicate no more. Shameful stuff. So every time, like we don't want to, we don't even be wanting to fuck up. If I fuck up, my bad, bro. I'm really not a confrontational person. I'm not. You know what I'm talking about? I understand when I fuck up. I'm one of the motherfuckers that you don't even have to catch it. You know what I'm talking about? I understand where I fucked up at. I can ask my partners. I'm one of the motherfuckers, man, saying blow your nose and count or something, man. Ask anybody to know me for real, bro. I'm one of the motherfuckers that'll catch my own fuck up and be like, oh man, my bad, I'll call you. Like, bro, I just realized my bad, folks. I'll call you when I realize my fuck up. I'm not gonna realize I fucked up then and still try to hide it. No, man, that's just what being a person is, bro. Just being a solid person. That shit ain't got nothing to do with being no man, no woman, or nothing. Just a solid person, bro. You should be able to understand where you're wrong at, but that's the problem right now in today's society, bro. We don't, like, we understand where we're wrong at. We just don't want to be wrong. We always want to be right. In the moment, just like fucking around with an old person. My mama, rest in peace, man. Look, my mama was never wrong, nigga. Either I was wrong or we was both right. God damn, man. DOT, rest in peace. Shit. Somebody else can do that shit, nigga. I'm not. You know what I'm talking about? They say, bro, stop. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I still yikes before I strike. Shameful stuff. We just need to look in the mirror, man. We need to be accountable for ourselves. Just in the, like, this shit goes so much far around the fucking board, and like, bruh, from the moment you step outside your door and you out here in this society, bruh, just walking around, bruh, it's goofy. It's goofy. Don't fuck around and not be feeling good like, bruh. Fucked around and forgot your Miyogi, man. I'm glad I got face card at that at whatever the fuck that place I was was in there seeing if they had Miyokis. They didn't even have a Miyoki. Then I thought, I didn't feel like paying for the motherfucking Miyoki anyway, just because I love mine. So I inquired about the biggest cup they had. They said, go ahead, man. You know what I'm talking about? They said, go ahead, man. I ain't even got no appetite though, man. Like, I just don't feel good, man. Shameful Stuff Saturday video uploading. I just wish it was more understanding and love out here in the world. Man, I thought that wasn't him, man. I thought nigga, that nigga looked like John like a motherfucker. That nigga looked just like John, but you just know John ain't that tall. You just know in your motherfucking head John ain't that tall. See now, if that nigga was that height right there, I would have said that's John like a motherfucker. John about that shit. No, John shorter than that. Yeah, John shorter than that. Say John from 72nd used to live on the far at that station right here. This motherfucker cracking, man. It look like everybody, I think the motherfucker, I don't know where they fighting at though. I seen that shit. Oh, here it go right here. Benavidez, Morrell, Figueroa, but I want to see that one. Man, that's fucked up right there, nigga, because they didn't have no money, oh, they fighting at the T-Mobile Arena. But how the fuck that wasn't? Man, they got 4 more fights on that motherfucker they didn't have on that shit I went to. They didn't have that Pitbull shit on my shit. They didn't have Rosario on my shit. Versus Ramos Jr., man, you know what I'm talking about? I think, was Ramos Jr. the same nigga that gave Boots, that Boots fought? Or was that just Ramos? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, man. But, we're out here, man. Live, no jive, ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys, man. You know what I'm talking about? In the big old truck switching big old lanes. You know what I'm talking about? Doing my thing, hoping you doing the big old truck switching big old fucking place. We have, as a society, we are unable to look at our motherfucking self and fix anything with us. We are. We don't know how to communicate. We don't know. We sit around this motherfucker like kids and just make everything mold into the way we want it. We do. We sit here like kids throw tantrums when we don't get our way. We just try to, it's almost like fucking with my dog Penny, man. Penny will sit there and holler so much until you let her out of the cage. You know what I'm talking about? So we kind of like that as adults. Like, we'll fuck up, but we'll just scream so motherfucking much that you would just get tired of hearing the scream. You know what I'm talking about? Like, Penny could have sat over there, knocked the whole ashtray over, ate a shoe and all that shit. Then when you put her ass in that cage for that punishment, that motherfucker screams. You know what I'm talking about? So you be like, damn. So you never really got to sit in the cage. You know what I'm talking about? And accept your motherfucking punishment for the shit you did. Because every time I get in trouble, I can just scream, and I know you're going to let me out because you don't feel like hearing me screaming. We do a lot of that shit as adults. So we never, from family to marriages to kids, bro. The society, folks, was a real shit. We do that shit as adults. So we don't never really get to take in the shit that we did, bro. We'll sit right there, do some shit, bro, then we'll act funky with you. We will. We'll sit right there, do some shit. No, we done did some shit. Then we'll act funky, guilt trip to you until we can placate over it. Or that, I don't think that was the right word right there. Y'all know how great it is with this. But we'll do some other shit to get off the shit that we actually did. Because it ain't never about what we did no more. So we'll do a whole bunch of smoking mirror ass shit. You know what I'm talking about? But we never, and why that's bad? Because you'll never fix that shit. You'll just keep doing that same shit. And every time you do that shit, Y'all know how it is, man. Y'all ever had a I don't know, just anybody, nigga. I was sitting around that motherfucker, they'll do some shit and then act like they act like they mad at you. And then we'll come to a common ground, but I'll put on this role right there. Like that bitch that ran into the back of them people. How the fuck you ran into the back of somebody and then jump out and yell at them? You done yelled at somebody for not paying attention. This bitch, this bitch ran straight into the back of them people and asked them people how they stopped so abruptly. Like, it's obvious you wasn't paying attention to first, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? I got ran into like that, folks. We got a fucking stoplight. We been at a stoplight. Stoplight way up there, bitch. How was you not paying attention enough to run on that motherfucking phone? You on that motherfucking phone, running that motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Running that motherfucking mouth. On that motherfucking phone. Breath feels so under the weather, man. My head hurts some motherfucking. We're just up under the weather, man. But motherfucking shameful stuff, man. It's just the world, bro. It ain't one genre. It ain't just like it's the kids. Nigga, it's everything, bro. It's the bitches, it's the niggas, it's the kids, it's the grown-ups, bro. All that shit is, we had a big ass disconnect. The world all over the place. It's like it ain't no order no more, folks. This shit is I don't know, Bethlehem. You talking shit? Bethlehem, look at that. Ain't that where Jesus was born? Nigga? So they say, look at that. You know what I'm talking about? It's all that shit, man. Just utter chaos. And it ain't even the fact that it's utter chaos, bro. This is the part that's really alarming about that shit. It ain't the fact that it's total chaos. It's the like we don't even have nothing in order to get to a fucking common ground. It's like motherfuckers just want to get further into the chaos. And that's the fucked up part about it. You know what I'm talking about? We don't have no like just the world, nigga. We don't even have nothing and like we don't even have no way to come to no common ground, bro. We just getting further into the chaos. We getting further into the kids being all over the place. We getting further into the grown-ups. Just I don't know what the fuck wrong with the grown-ups. We just getting further, bro. We getting further away from people wanting to be accountable for themselves. Right now, you want to walk around this motherfucker, do anything, bro, and you don't want nobody to say nothing to you about the shit you do. Right now. Right now, you can go to a fucking kid and you can try to tell them something, and they gonna sit there and argue with you, bro. Right now, kid is gonna act like they know more than you. Right now, bro. How you think we got all these motherfuckers? Right now, you can go on your YouTube, bro. How you think we got all these motherfucking chosen ones and motherfucking relationship experts and all these motherfuckers that's under damn near 25 years old, bro? It's impossible. You ain't lived enough life. That's why y'all be getting fucked off, bro. They say, why? It's a disconnect, bro. Because they got you worried about going viral. You don't even give a fuck about nothing. It seems like I'm talking to the grown-ups right now, even the kids, but it's their generation, so it ain't really the kids, it's the grown-up. So in order for you to go viral, do you realize what you doing, bro? You sitting around here studying the internet and shit. You got grown people studying kids. And you don't understand where the disconnect come in at, because you a grown motherfucker trying to follow behind the kid. You trying to do the same shit a kid did to go viral. The grown-ups are sitting around here having the same conversations that kids is having in middle school and shit. You don't get, oh, she had walking down the street with my Ferragamo scarf looking at ass, motherfucker. That shit right there, bro. I'm in the fashion looking at it. He say, bro, you just ain't up here. I just don't get it, bro. Oh, I know. I see you fashionable, man. Listen, man. If you think you need a Ferragamo scarf, to be fooled, nigga. You done already lost, man. Listen, Brandon's work clothes and I'm back. You know what I'm talking about? Clothes all day. But my man was juiced. You know what I'm talking about? And I was just glad that my man was juiced. You know what I'm talking about? They said he was juiced, bro. Yeah, he was juiced. He said, he actually surprised me, man. You know what I'm talking about? They say he surprised you? Yeah. Cause they moved him from out here to Virginia. Uh, yeah, they moved him out from out here to Virginia. And he said he was out there, man. He said while he was out there, man, they did that old school, you know, back in they put him on the phone with somebody, man. So he said he's real excited about that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody put him in the car with some companionship. You know what I'm talking about? So he was real juice about that. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see what time it is, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see what time. Man, crazy as right there, man. But yeah, he called, man. He said somebody put him on the phone with some companionship, man. He put his beard in. You know what I'm talking about? And everything was going good for him. He was really excited about that, man. He said somebody got to use the phone. He might call back. They got 5-minute free calls. You know, I'll be here for the people, man. You know what I'm talking about? They got that, I knew that was him from there. They got like a weird area code. You know what I'm talking about? But he's in Virginia, man. He said it was good with the people. He said somebody put him on the phone up there. Ooh, Jason Tatum face having that? They said somebody put him on the phone up there, man, and he got at him some companionship, man. You know what I'm talking about? He was real excited about that, man. So everything's doing good for him. You know what I'm talking about? Despite the conditions. You know what I'm talking about? Shameful stuff. Even with that shit right there, right? Man, listen, I can tell you I picked the right time to stop going to jail. I can tell you that. You know what I'm talking about? Man, please, nigga, I would not want to be going to jail in these times, man. Listen, bro, I was fortunate enough to be going to jail where people still fucking with you, man. You know what I'm talking about? You still have your loved ones, you still have, man. And these days right there, nigga, you go to jail, nigga gonna leave your ass stranded, bro. These people they got out here right now, bro, they don't give a fuck about a motherfucker, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. And I don't know how y'all got like that, man. I don't know how y'all got like that, man. Man, if I'm not, man, that nigga just had a chain, right? It looked like that nigga had buds in his chain. You know what I'm talking about? And I ain't talking about no, I'm talking about real buds in his chain. What you call that shit? Alternative color. I think it's something straight out of comic book. Shameful stuff Saturday, man. But I'm glad that my man got something to be, you know what I'm talking about? Because it only takes something little. And that's the thing, man, right there, bruh. Like, when you be in jail, you appreciate all the littlest shit, bruh. You appreciate the littlest shit, bruh. In jail, you appreciate a piece of mail. You know what I'm talking about? If they call your name during mail, nigga, you appreciate just the littlest shit. But it's like in this real world, we don't appreciate shit. Because you know what I'm talking about? That's the one thing I don't get about this shameful stuff, bro. Like, we don't even look for a common ground, folks. We just want it to be shit in the air all the time. We don't never have one resolution how we can get to the bottom of the bullshit, nigga. We just got some more bullshit to be involved with. That shit don't make no sense, bro. That shit take too much energy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't feel good right now, man. I tell you, my head, I don't feel good, man. I don't. But it's all good. You know what I'm talking about? Even though I don't feel good, there's so much going on, man. Can't complain about it. You feel me? Shameful Stuff Saturday. And it's just cold that like a motherfucker would rather be at odds than actually have an understanding. That shit don't make no sense to me. It doesn't. It doesn't. They say, bro, where are this shameful stuff? And it it's just crazy how you could come up with your own conversation. It's crazy how like I was telling y'all yesterday about that bitch. It's crazy how in the fucking world it's that shit right there. Like how that bitch, I told y'all she fucked that nigga in my partner's house. And she just started her own conversation not to be accountable. And that shit just crazy, folks. That's where we at in the world right now. To where you can come up with your own conclusion, just like you could just come up here and say with you could just say some shit. That shit crazy as fuck, bro. That shit crazy as fuck, bro. That shit crazy as fuck. Shameful Stuff Saturday. It's crazy. Like we don't even be we don't be shamed by how we act. I can't explain it, bro. This shit all kind of weird. It's just all kinds of weird, bro. We okay with shit as long as like we not gonna feel the same about some. Man, the dog. Oh no, that bitch had the dog in her lap, man. I said, nigga, I don't know what the fuck they was doing. Nigga looked like a poodle was driving a Benz, nigga. That motherfucker was just sitting in the bitch lap. I said, man, what kind of TikTok video they making? Where that motherfucking poodle nigga done bent a hard ass, you know what I'm talking about? That shit looked the craziest as a motherfucker, nigga. At first, it just looked like the poodle was driving, nigga. Here's the cold, the shameful stuff, bro. Cold ass disconnect. The world just weird, bro. In a whole, it's just weird, bro. It's too out of whack that it's just weird, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And the more solid you are in a weird world, the more weird you're gonna look. I ain't bullshitting with you. The more weird you're gonna look. The more solid you is in a weird world, the more weird you're gonna look, folks. Cause we in a place where as long as everybody doing it, it's okay. And that ain't never been okay, bro. Your mama used to tell you that, didn't she? If everybody jump off a bridge, you gonna do it too, boy? Like, but we living in a day where as long as everybody doing something, it's okay to do. And you can get away with it then. Shameful stuff. It's shameful stuff, man. That shit just go all over the board. The roles reversed. Everything just out of whack, bro. Out of sync. Out of order. I see little kids running around 6 years old talking about ops. I don't even think they know what the fuck that shit means. Why they jumped out on my man like this, man? it's finna be hella hot here today, man. Why they jump out on my man like that? Shameful stuff, man. Like I say, bro, could go on for days and days, bro, about what's shameful, what's not, just all the bullshit, you feel what I'm saying? And shit just bullshit. This shameful stuff. Motherfucker don't even care no more, bro. Motherfucker don't even care no more, bro. Motherfuckers don't care about their conduct. Motherfucker don't care how they look. It seems like a motherfucker don't care, like it's like all you worried about is if somebody says something about you on one of these social media apps, Facebook or some shit. You don't even care how you you don't care about your character. You just worried about what somebody's saying about, like, if you cared about your character, would nobody even be able to say nothing about you. Like, if you cared about your conduct, if your conduct was solid, you wouldn't leave room for anybody to say anything about you. We don't worry about that shit no more. We don't. And when you start worrying about that shit, you just let yourself go. And once you let yourself go, man, you liable to end up anywhere, bro. On some real shit, folks. The further you are from yourself, bro, the closer you are to being turned out by something or somebody else, bro. The further you are away from yourself, the closer you are to being turned out, bro. Why you think you see all these niggas out here riding nuts and shit? Why you think you see all these motherfuckers out here? Like, listen, folks, if you don't know who you is, you'll let one of them niggas, one of them syrup drinking ass niggas, Joe Gotti or one of them niggas, you'll let them niggas come right now, nigga, and feed you some of that poison. You'll let one of these niggas turn you into a dope fiend, you don't know who you is, bro. Right now, if you don't know who you is, you'll let Snoop Dogg come up there, nigga, and offer you some powder. And I'm just using these people that y'all be claiming is big and shit, bro. But you'll let anybody. It don't even have to be Snoop Dogg, bro. It could be the motherfuckers down there at the yellow apartments. You'll let, the further you are from yourself, bro, the closer you are to being turned out by something or somebody else, bro, because you don't know who you is. And when you don't know who you is, bro, you just gonna float around this motherfucker trying different shit. You gonna be looking like that bitch off Forrest Gump, bro. Jenny, face having ass nigga. You gonna be looking just like that bitch, bro. That's probably the only white bitch you knew that was in the Black Panthers. You know what I'm talking about? That's some real shit. You gonna be looking like that, folks. Just ready to be a part of anything. Ready to listen to anybody, folks. Shameful stuff. Like I said, just like when we come tell the stories, just like all these tell-all books and shit, you ever tripped off that? You ever tripped off one of these motherfuckers that used to be the story? Y'all know that bitch, the other bitch that's always running around here talking about, have it ever crossed your mind? You knew all this shit was going on, but you never said nothing then. Now all of a sudden they trying to shut. Have you noticed, like, y'all be knowing all this shit, but like y'all be talking about shit from years, but you didn't have nothing. You didn't have nothing to say then. Something straight out of the comic book, bro. And that's the world we live in, folks. That right there, bro. Where a motherfucker can come make a tell-all book, where a motherfucker be sitting up in front of y'all, let that go over your head. Y'all let these motherfuckers sit up in front of your face, talk about all the shit they witnessed at this time and all this shit they did, but they didn't do nothing about it then. So you was all right with this shit also. So you done seen these people do this shit, but you didn't have no problem with it then. And it's like y'all let any, because y'all be wanting to hear the gossip. What's that bitch name? She always coming to say something too, man. You know what I'm talking about? And notice the motherfucker, whoever has something to say, bro, always has something to say because they felt like they didn't get what they deserved. So it's only until you didn't. So if you would have got what you deserved, you wouldn't even be over here saying this shit. We just like I don't know, bro. I don't know where y'all be at with y'all vision and shit. How y'all see the world, bro? Shameful stuff. Shameful stuff. I get tired with all that tell all shit. Me. Shameful stuff. There's always somebody that feels slighted that got something to say. So if you only had something to say when you felt slighted, you don't even give a fuck about what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? But a motherfucker come up here and start crying right now and shit and acting like they so traumatized and distraught about all these people, but you didn't say nothing at the time you witnessed all this shit going on. When it was probably the best time to say something about that shit when that shit don't make no sense, bruh. And I just show you the people, shameful stuff. It'll just show you where we at in the world right now with the people. The moment they don't get what they want, that's how they gonna do you. The moment they can't use you how they thought they could use you, that's what you got coming. The moment somebody get mad at you, that's what you got coming. So we know all the secrets, the elite. We want to sit up here and nobody ever question it. Well, why didn't you say anything then? That question never gets answered. Well, you've been knowing all this shit. Well, why now? You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. Y'all get the fuck out of here. Shameful stuff Saturday, man. You play too much. The disconnect. This motherfucker starting to clog up now. Should be a good fight though, man. I wish I could fast forward time because I do not feel good. You feel what I'm saying? I do not feel good, man. Head hurt, can't really breathe, man. But it's I guess it's gonna have to be all to the good. But shameful stuff, man. Yeah, the moral of this shit right here, man, is that mirror. You feel me? There's gonna be that mirror, man. Just look in that mirror, man. Because for some reason we take our mirror and we hold it up to everybody else. You know what I'm talking about? Like Jerome and Morris Day, the mirror we got in our hand, we don't never look at it ourselves. We always point it to somebody else. Because for some reason, we just have a fucking knack for pointing something out into everybody else. We see what's wrong with everybody else. We don't see what's wrong with us. And you know what be hella funny about that shit? We be pointing out the same shit that's wrong with somebody else that be wrong in us. Like how do you see that shit in somebody else and you don't see that you be doing the same shit? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I just don't know. I think it's about 2:15, man. I think I'm finna go on down on this one, man, right here, just to break up my time, man. You know what I'm talking about? Just to break up my time, man. Shameful stuff Saturday. Yeah, man, I ain't got much to say today, man. Excited about that fight. But the moral of this one gonna be looking at mirror. And when you look in that mirror, bro, look in the mirror by yourself, bro. Because when it comes to people, I don't get why you don't even want to fix yourself. I don't get why people like you will sit here and fight with yourself about growing up. Why would you fight with yourself about maturing? I don't get that. It's like y'all be fighting with y'allself to stay kid. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not gonna grow up. I'm just gonna sit here and I want to be. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid face having ass nigga. You know what I'm talking about? And I just don't get that. I don't get why y'all fight with yourself when it comes to bettering yourself. That shit don't make no sense. I know I need to I know that I need to work on my I don't know, bro. Y'all just weird. Don't nobody want to be wrong. Don't nobody want to be out of pocket. And if I am out of pocket, you got to be out of pocket with me because you're not perfect. What the fuck does that have to do with anything, bro? I told you when I first started doing shit, right? Like changing myself. And you tell a motherfucker to look in the mirror after you done changed yourself. I'm telling you, I didn't cut a lot of people out of my program. A motherfucker still want to tell you after you done done the necessary work to change yourself. They still want to act like you got something to change. After you've already put in the work to change yourself. They still want to bring you along. I'm telling you, man. I know a million motherfuckers, nigga, in real life. To my partner, used to do the same shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I told you, all right. Nah, I ain't got no, man, I ain't got no time for that shit, folks. It don't make no sense, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's impossible for you to want to change when you keep doing the same shit. And this is what gets on my nerves the most in today's time, bro. Because we never want to put any action behind our words. We want to continue doing the same fuck up and complaining about the same shit we don't want to change. You know what I'm talking about? We keep complaining about the same shit that we don't want to change. You know what I'm talking about? And then we act like you then we expect you when we be friends doing this shit, then we expect you to be our you know what I'm talking about? Man, I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's impossible, bruh. You get what I'm saying? It's just impossible. At some motherfucking point, at some motherfucking time, bruh, you gonna have to sit down with your motherfucking self and decide what you want to do, bruh. And you just come up with it then, man. But I can't stand a motherfucker that just wants you to be on their side. And this is what I'm talking about in motherfucking grown people. I can't stand that type of motherfucker that even look at shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't on my side. Like I don't understand no side. You know what I'm talking about? I don't be understanding that shit. I ain't on no, I'm on my own motherfucking side. You know what I'm talking about? I just broke down what happened with my common sense, bruh. And it ain't no side. You wrong as a motherfucker, but we can't accept the fact that we wrong. We like to skip over where we wrong at to get to where you wrong at. And that's why we just need to look in the mirror. Because if you look in the mirror, we wouldn't even get to where you wrong at. We would have stopped where we was wrong at and fixed that first. But we won't do that. And just as grown people, we agitate shit. On this shameful stuff, bro. We agitate shit as grown people. We be grown-ups, bro. And we think it's cool about trying to get up under your skin. That shit. I tell you, bro, we just reverted back to big ass kids. We take a pleasure out of getting up under your skin as grown people. Man, y'all something straight out of the comic book, folks. That shit is child behavior 101. You sitting around and you intentionally doing shit, trying to get back at somebody, trying to get your lick back. You intentionally doing some shit. You know what I'm talking about? It's like you done got mad at a motherfucker and took their car keys or something to work with you. You know what I'm talking about? Knowing this silly shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I seen a motherfucker get fired like that, folks. For real. I seen somebody get fired like that, bro. Because another motherfucker like this we in be living talking about I could do what I want to do and all that other shit just like a baby bitch. You know what I'm talking about? We always could do what we want to do and only God could judge me and this all that old dumbass shit we be saying. Now look, you'll do all that dumb shit and you'll get a motherfucker fired and then sit right there and act like a motherfucker ain't helping you pay the bills. Then start complaining about a motherfucker don't got a job. Because at any point in time, when it comes to us proving our point, we'll stop the motherfucking world because we always feel like just like that, bruh. Ain't nothing bigger than us. And we gonna be your consequence. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you fuck with me, I'ma show you we got that ass mentality, bruh. Just like that baby bitch, police ass motherfucker. And we do shit like that. And we don't give a fuck. The shit we do, we don't give a fuck how it affects somebody else. We don't. Just like that bitch that drove. I seen a nigga get fired like that on some real shit. And you know what would be crazy about that? When that type of shit be happening right here, and this is what we're talking about right here. Shameful stuff. Do you think that bitch apologized? Do you think that bitch said I shouldn't have been doing that, my bad? No. That bitch still played a role like somehow, even though that ain't never happened in life, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That somehow, all of a sudden today, this bitch took his keys to work. You know what I'm talking about? To make him late on purpose because she feeling any kind of way. And that's just the shit we do in real life. You been to call somebody a whole motherfucking, nigga, you been to put a wedge between somebody and earth, nigga. Just because of the way you feel and you playing. Because that's how spiteful we get. Because if you get to fucking with us, we gonna show you. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna show you. And us as people, we just play too much doing that. And I never understood how they could get men doing shit like that. I never understood, like, that shit is crazy, bro. That they can get a motherfucking, that bitch looks stupid as a motherfucker. I actually don't know why. It ain't for me to guess. I don't know why. Y'all look stupid as a motherfucker, I can tell you that. And it's a shame. I guess that's what I'm getting to, man. It's a shame when you don't know you look stupid. It's a shame when you can't tell that this shit is stupid. That shit is a shame. You feel me, man? That shit is just a shame. Sis look like she got tired of motherfucking kids. She got that look on her face like them kids, they got energy too. They jumping all around. Sis look like, ooh, I ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm talking about, man? Oh, this motherfucker's starting to get packed. I just hope they don't. The traffic been cool. I just hope this shit don't start getting backed up. The moment it start getting backed up, everybody start that badass driving. Getting hella antsy, jumping in and out of lanes and shit. That's what be causing them accidents. You feel me, man? Shameful stuff Saturday though. And we just take it upon ourselves too motherfucking much to want to be somebody. And once again, we'll say only God can judge you and vengeance is God and all that shit. But we still the same ones trying to get our lick back. But we'll tell you in the Bible what it says in the Bible, vengeance is God and all that, but you still doing shit on real. If vengeance is God, why are you concentrating so hard to get back at somebody? This is why I get tired of people talking to me about the Bible, because you know what people do, but the people like to study the parts that they like to study in the Bible. Part we steadily coming up with another some kind of elaborate ass plan to do something with somebody, some kind of way to fuck with somebody else. We say we be reading that Bible, but we steadily judging people. We steadily talking about people out our mouth every motherfucking day. Steadily teasing people, but it say don't do that in the Bible. We all over the place, bruh. We'll forever be all over the place, bruh. Because once again, nigga ain't even trying to nigga ain't even trying, bruh. Motherfucker ain't even trying to come to a common ground, man. It's like you don't want to listen. And like you could be wrong as fuck. And you steadily trying to talk somebody into you being wrong. Shit just goofy. You could be wrong as fuck. And you steadily trying to talk to somebody, and you steadily trying to talk somebody into you being wrong. Something straight out of comic book, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you, man. Something straight out of a comic book. That's why this shit just be shameful stuff, man. It's hard to deal with people. The world cool. It's easy to it's easy to come out here and wiggle amongst the world. But just dealing with the people in the world, bro, that shit is getting more difficult and more difficult. People get more slimmer and slimmer, bro. That's why it's good to already have known some good motherfuckers for years. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Because coming out here in today's time and trying to find some solid people, because this is what you don't get, man. Nigga, you can run around here and find anybody, bro. You can run around here and find a nigga. You can run around here and find a bitch. You can run around here and find a friend. You can go find, man, this motherfucker full with people, bro. Now finding a solid motherfucker, that's what's rare around this bitch. Yeah, that's what's rare around this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Because now it's just a popular thing. When you get mad, you react like that bitch. The moment you get mad, you just do a whole bunch of bitch shit. You don't even give yourself time to calm down. The moment you get mad, you come and let everybody know you was mad. You feel what I'm saying? You don't even give yourself time to come down. So you know what ends up happening in these days? You get mad, do a bunch of fake shit that you did out of anger, nigga. Then after you done put all that fake ass shit in the air, 5 minutes later, you don't feel that same way. Now you feeling hella stupid about all that shit you did that you didn't have to do because you was mad. You could have just gave yourself to calm down. But you wouldn't even give yourself that 5 minutes to calm down. Shameful stuff. You got that hot, that mad, and just like a bitch, you reacted. Shameful stuff Saturday, man. So what we do now in the world, we end up doing a bunch of fake ass shit that we always sorry for. We always end up doing a bunch of fake ass shit that we didn't mean to do, but we steadily doing it. You shouldn't have to say sorry that many times, folks. After the first couple of times of saying sorry, you were supposed to put your face in that mirror, and you supposed to change yourself. Y'all been stuck in your ways so long, you don't even know how to change, and that's a shame, bro. On some real shit. Just us as people. And this bullshit ain't even been around that long, bro. The way this shit only got like this, I don't even know when Facebook actually, MySpace was out around 08, 09. I don't know, around about 10, from 2010, 2009, somewhere around here, man, to 15, 17. That's when the fuck apocalypse took place. Shameful stuff, man. You can go to your phone right now, man. No matter where. Damn, that bitch picked the dog up by the leash, man. Choke the dog. That's how you feel. You can tell she over there mad at the nigga. The bitch that got two poodles, man. Like, what point does it make? What sense do it make to pick the... Y'all be on some bullshit. I ain't bullshitting with you, man. Just the people in the world, nigga. You over there arguing with the nigga, got mad at the dog. Bitch, they picked the whole motherfucking dog up by the leash and shit. Dog look like it's hanging and shit in the air and shit. Y'all some straight out of a comic book, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. Because you mad. This is the type of shit you would do. That the police or one of them animal patrol cars would have passed by this motherfucking seeing that bitch did that, that bitch would have caught a motherfucking animal cruelty case. But this shameful stuff Saturday, man. We be playing with it. That's what we be doing. We be playing with it, man. But the most popular, like, I ain't gonna even say that emotional shit, because I don't even think, like, they put it in your face, bro, to get mad and react like that bitch. Y'all don't even be that mad, bro. They just done gave you a comfortable, because before it was cool to do that, niggas wasn't reacting like that, bro. Motherfuckers was just mad. They made that shit popular to do that shit, bro. And it's like you don't see that shit. Nigga, these same motherfuckers was just around this motherfucker. Now, some of y'all just always been a bitch ass motherfucker doing the same shit. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the majority of the world, bro. Everybody just wouldn't get mad reacting the same, bro. Everybody wasn't doing fake shit when it got, like, that shit just wasn't happening. But it seemed like as soon as that shit got cool, as soon as they start promoting that shit, like, yeah, they did this, so I did that. You know what I'm talking about? Just like when that, all that shit y'all be fucking glued to, where they got all the black bitches sitting around here doing drinks on each other and just all that loud talking. Before that shit came out, you didn't see motherfuckers just running around doing that shit, bro. It wasn't even that many arguments. It wasn't until that shit came out, to them hoes coming out, the bad girl, whatever that shit is, and we fight. It wasn't until they put that shit on TV that motherfuckers start acting like that, bro. Motherfuckers wasn't acting like that in no motherfucking public places, bro. Not everybody, bro. I mean, you've always had ignorant motherfuckers, bro, but that shit wasn't popular. They make shit popular, bro. It's like you don't get that. Netflix and chill, bro. With nobody, nigga, they made that shit popular, bro. The side dude, the side chick, they made that shit popular, bro. You get what I'm saying? I remember when bitches was still saying they dude, man. You know what I'm talking about? My dude, bruh. It became a trend. I don't know if it was that nigga that, but then it became popular to be a baby mama. It became popular, my baby daddy. That wasn't no popular saying, bruh. Bitches used to say my man, my woman. You get what I'm saying? Those was the words that was used. Motherfuckers wasn't running around saying my BM, my BD. It wasn't no my baby daddy, my baby mama. It wasn't none of that shit. It was the father of my child. The mother of my child. You get what I'm saying? That's how motherfuckers wasn't running. They made that shit popular, bruh. Shameful stuff, man. And we just, nigga, we jump into every stereotype they make for us, folks. We don't. We be on will. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Just on some real. I don't know. I just read that shout out 903 boxing. I was just looking at what post he dropped. He be on some real shit too. He say, man, everybody want to be cool, but don't nobody want to get hung. That's about right. You're just full of shit, man. This is one thing I would tell you, man. Now, auntie, you go right on ahead, man. Y'all go. I'm gonna tell you, the first time I seen this was there ain't nothing worse than a old person that act young. It ain't nothing worse than that, bro. You'll be sitting right there, man. You'll be sitting right there just like you arguing with a fucking child, bro. You will. Because they always gonna have something to say. A grown up that act like a child, bro, they always gonna have. And then it's gonna be like in the kids' thing. They always gonna have something to say. They gonna have to have the last word. It's just gonna be like talking to a kid, bro. I'm not bullshitting with you. But when I was little, that's why I say this shit just ain't started, bro. And I was young, and this was crazy about that. And it was a old bitch. And when I tell you, bro, like, I don't know, bro. I can't say because people just get stuck in their ways, man. But this is what I can tell you, man. If you that old and you ain't hungry, you gonna forever be in the streets. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna be forever out here looking for the party. If you that old and you ain't got it yet, you gonna be forever out here in the mix. You gonna bet you'll be a part of these streets forever. Nigga, you'll be a part of these streets forever, nigga. I ain't bullshitting with y'all. Yeah, you gonna be part of this shit forever, man. They say, bro, why you say that? Man, if y'all seen how many of these, I ain't talking about just the, I'm talking about the aunties. They say, bro, people just having fun. Hey, man, just have fun. But I'm gonna tell you, when I was young, we used to get on my nerves, bro. And I guess I'm mature, I don't know, some places. You know what I'm talking about? I was still immature in other places. You know what I'm talking about? Little give and take. That's what everybody. You know what I'm saying? But the older I got, I didn't want to go party with no fucking kids. You get what I'm saying? The older I got, I didn't want to go party with no fucking kids, bro. You get what I'm saying? Right now, I don't want to be at no motherfucking like you supposed to be at the Gap Band or some mellow shit. You know what I'm talking about? If you gonna, I don't want to be in no crowd with no bunch of fucking kids, nigga. I don't want to go to no motherfucking NBA YoungBoy concert. I don't want to go to no fucking I don't want to go hang around no kids, bruh. And I realized that at that point right there, y'all realized at that point right there, man, these people just like being a part of the street, man. You know what I'm talking about? These people just like being a part of the function. You know what I'm talking about? I noticed at that part right there, man. Because motherfuckers just kept and it don't even be like it's like you'll be in a situation, bro, where it don't even like you won't even know some shit. Like somebody had just called me on the phone right now talking about these people doing this shit right here. So a lot of shit, it ain't even no shit that you was planning on. You get what I'm saying? Like this was a like you've been waiting all this motherfucking time for this Mary J. Blige concert. Or something. It ain't even no shit like that. Just the motherfucker call you and you hear in the wind where motherfuckers just have a knack for wanting to be out, bruh. And if you want to motherfuckers like that, bitch, you'll forever be part of the street, nigga. You'll forever be out here in these streets, bruh. Steadily chasing concerts and shit. Or dysfunctions. You'll still be out here chasing the and that shit used to get on my nerves. It ain't nothing worse than a motherfucker that don't know how to sit down. It ain't. I ain't no nigga that get the ripping and running. You know what I'm talking about? I rips and runs when I rips and runs. You know what I'm talking about? Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm talking about? I can sit out here and yeah, I can rub shoulders with the best of them, man, when it comes to that party and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Man, that ain't me, bro. I'm burnt out on that shit. Y'all ain't got that shit out y'all system yet? Y'all been doing that shit too long, man. I'm being realized a long time ago. Nigga, that shit costs way too much money. To be outside costs way too much money, nigga. Being outside costs way too much money, bro. So I'm one of the motherfuckers that made a long time ago. You feel me? I just stopped all that felonious ass freelancing. I've been shameful stuff. I've been stopped just riding around with nothing to do. Let me hit the. I've been stopped doing all that shit, bruh. So when nigga, everywhere I go, nigga, I know where I'm going, bruh. You get what I'm saying? I stopped all that motherfucking a long time ago, bruh. Just being outside to be outside. It ain't nothing to do. I'm bored. Let me be in some corners. I've been cut that shit out my program, bruh. Then, you know what I'm talking about? Being shameful stuff. And if you still like to party, man, just go party. Don't let me stop. I'm talking about me, bro. But it ain't nothing worse when grown people don't know that they like not kids no more, bro. Ain't nothing worse than that. You feel me? Then you know what I always got once I changed my mindset. Cause I was one of them motherfuckers that used to club and shit, bro. I'm telling you, I done went to my nigga Slow. I couldn't believe it. I done did a 180-degree change on myself, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because once you start realizing the areas you need to tighten up in, if you're serious about it, you'll really start tightening up in them areas, bro. And it just won't be you saying that I need to tighten up or what you want to do. It'll be you actually putting in the effort to do it. Sick as fuck. It'll be you actually putting in the effort to do it, bro. It won't be you just saying that shit, bro. It won't be you just trying to convince somebody else you changing. You know what I'm talking about? Simple stuff. Because it takes your actions to change. It takes you to understanding what you need to change to change. You get what I'm saying? But most of us, we don't understand what we need to change because it's never us. If you tell us we did something, we're gonna find something you did. We never even really trip off of what it even. We never even heard what you said we did. We just knew that you was finna say we did something. So before you could say what we did, we had to hurry up and find something you did. Childish. And I've been telling you this for 3 years, bro. If you don't check yourself, you leave other people room to check you. See, when you check yourself and you go over yourself, you don't leave yourself. You won't leave yourself room to be checked because you didn't already tighten it up. You know what I'm talking about? Like, man, I need to stop doing this. I need to start doing this. This is what I need. You know what I'm talking about? You'll go over it yourself. So won't nobody have to go over it with you. But we can't do that because we ain't wrong. We ain't never wrong. And if you come tell us something, we gonna tell you what you need to do. I say, bro, yeah, I'm finna, I don't feel good, nigga. The more and more I talk, nigga, the drier and drier I feel, nigga. So I'm finna end this live. Might be a little bit short, you know what I'm talking about? So, I bet you'll stop that shit. I bet you see a nigga put on this blinker. I bet you'll stop trying to do that shit. Just like that. That nigga was driving 5 miles an hour until he seen me put on my blinker. Then for some reason, he had to just start driving 300 miles an hour. Man, I don't be liking to see the homeless people, man. I don't. That's fucked up. That's why, I really think we be taking, take shit for granted. I think we take people for granted. I think we be taking our parents for granted. If you still got them, I think we be taking, I just think we take shit for granted. I think us, I live in the life, I think that we, I think that we just expect shit. That's what I think. I think that we ain't fell on, if you one of the motherfuckers that ain't never had to do without, I don't think you, but that's what's fucked up. We won't have nothing. We've been and caught the bus or just been walking for hella long, bruh, and then we'll fuck around and get a car or something, a bike or something, nigga, and then we'll, you'll start complaining about the bike. You'll start complaining about the car. You'll start finding, even though you just been walking and catching the fucking bus for the last 30 motherfucking years, you will get a bike or a car, you'll still start complaining about it. Because I think we just got in the habit of complaining. I think we so used to complaining, we just find new shit to complain about. I don't necessarily even think that we be tripping with the shit. I just think that we so used to complaining that we have to find some shit to complain about. Just because we got so used to complaining. That's what I think. You feel me? That's what I think. Bruh's finna get on up out of here with you, man. And just like I said, I don't feel good, man. And the more and more I talk, man, the drier and drier I feel. OG right there in the past, man. That's fucked up. Man, that's fucked up. They just still got this shit right there, man. They certainly put a blue thing over him today. That's OG shit right there. I hope he didn't, OG just used to be right there, man. You know what I'm talking about? I hope OG didn't freeze to death. That was fucked up, man. I come right here and see OG every day, and that's what I mean, bro. Life is that short. I just seen that man out here yesterday, folks. Yesterday. You know what I'm talking about? Life is that short, bro. And I think once I don't think that we ever grasp how short life is. I don't think we ever grasp. I think that we be so selfish inside, bro, that we don't even care that life is that short. I think we only realize life is short when we lose something at that moment. But the moment that shocking shit gone, we turn back to the same person. That's why it's better to change the person who you is, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all let me see what time it is so I know what time. I can I really took an early feel good, man. I'm finna break my time up. Thank everybody for came through, man. You know what I'm talking about? This your partner, man, real wide, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'll catch up with y'all in a minute, man. You know what I'm talking about? Until we meet again, man. Hope y'all have fun watching the fight, man.